Oh, Tokyo! Isn't it just the most marvelous place on Earth? One looks up and sees these glittering towers of glass and steel, reaching for the clouds like something from a futuristic dream. The streets are a whirlwind of energy, a river of people flowing past neon signs that buzz and shimmer. But have you ever stopped, amidst the delightful chaos, and wondered what lies beneath your feet? It's a rather thrilling thought, isn't it? While millions of us are scurrying about up here in the daylight, there is an entire other world, a secret kingdom, hidden deep in the earth below. It's a place of shadows, secrets, vast caverns and endless tunnels. A mirror image of the city above, but one that most people will never, ever see. It's like discovering a secret chapter in a book you thought you knew by heart. This isn't just a few basements and pipes we're talking about. Oh no, it's far more extraordinary than that. Imagine a world as complex and as sprawling as Tokyo itself, but inverted, burrowing down into the darkness. It's a place of incredible engineering, forgotten history, and solutions to problems you never even knew existed. This underground realm is the city's engine room, its circulatory system, and its memory bank, all rolled into one. It's where the real magic happens, the unseen work that allows the city above to sparkle and shine so brightly. So come with me, won't you? Let's take a little peek behind the curtain. Let's venture down, away from the familiar glow of the lanterns and the skyscrapers, and into the mysterious depths of underground Tokyo. We'll peel back the layers of concrete and steel, one by one, and discover the incredible stories that are buried just out of sight. I have a feeling we're going to find some things that are utterly, utterly unbelievable. It promises to be a marvelous adventure, a journey into the very soul of this incredible city, from the bottom up. If you think the streets of Tokyo are a maze, darling, you should see what's going on underneath them. Picture a giant plate of spaghetti, with thousands upon thousands of strands crisscrossing over and under each other. Now imagine that plate is miles wide and hundreds of feet deep. That, my dears, is the Tokyo subway system. It is a true marvel of human ingenuity. A vast network of tunnels that weaves through the earth like a metallic serpent. It connects every corner of this enormous city with breathtaking precision and efficiency. There are 13 different lines, nearly 300 stations. Each day, millions of people pour into this underground world. The trains arrive with a gentle whoosh, precisely on time. This is Japan. The doors glide open. People step on and off in a flurry of polite, orderly movement. Faces are lit briefly by platform lights, then whisked away into the darkness. But it's not just the subway. Woven between metro tunnels are countless other passages, a secret web. Tunnels for gas pipes, tunnels for water mains, fiber optic cables, thousands of miles the city's nervous system. It's perfectly organized, a three-dimensional puzzle. Engineers must plan every new tunnel with pinpoint accuracy. They use enormous machines called shield borers. Shield borers chew through the earth like giant mechanical worms, leaving perfectly round, smooth tunnels. Looking at a map of it all, it's hard not to feel awe. A testament to planning, foresight, and sheer determination to make a city this big work beautifully. Now one might think, dark and damp, but in Tokyo, glittering paradise, it's absolutely fabulous. Step off a train at Shinjuku or Tokyo Station and wander into a different world entirely. Vast, sprawling underground shopping mall buried deep beneath the city, called Depachika, called Chikagai, and simply dazzling. Not dreary underground passages, bright, warm, buzzing with life, smells of freshly baked bread, sweet pastries, Japanese delicacies. Elegant boutiques selling the latest fashions, bookshops filled with treasures, little stalls with exquisite gifts. Wander for hours, forgetting you're underground. A city within a city, a secret climate-controlled haven. My favorite part? The Depachika food sections. A feast for the senses, artful bento boxes, jewel-like sweets, glistening pickles, fresh sushi. Vendors call out cheerful greetings, offering little samples. Pure joy and temptation. Incredibly convenient. Finish work, hop the subway, pick up a delicious dinner, a birthday present, a new scarf, all without stepping outside. Space is precious, time is of the essence, daily life connected seamlessly. Commuting becomes discovery and delight. It's just so clever. Tokyo wasn't always a city of concrete and steel. Once, long ago, when it was called Edo, it was a city of water. It was crisscrossed by hundreds of rivers and canals, a bit like Venice, can you imagine? People traveled by boat, and the waterways were the main streets, bustling with commerce and life. But as the city grew and modernized, especially after the Second World War, many of these beautiful rivers were filled in or covered over to make way for roads and buildings. It's a little sad, really, to think of all that water now hidden from view. But they are not gone forever. Oh no, they are still there, flowing silently in the darkness beneath the streets. If you know where to look, you can still find traces of them. Sometimes you'll see a street that curves in a gentle, unnatural way, and you realize it's following the path of an old riverbed. In some places, you can stand on a bridge, but instead of water, you see a busy highway below you. These are the ghosts of Edo's rivers, still shaping the city's landscape from their underground tombs. They are a secret map of the old city, hidden right under our noses. Some of these underground rivers are now part of the city's drainage system, carrying rainwater away. But exploring them is like stepping back in time. Urban explorers, brave souls, sometimes venture into these dark, forgotten waterways. They find old stone embankments and arched brick bridges, built 100 years ago and now buried deep underground, a secret piece of architecture seen by no one. It's terribly spooky but also wonderfully romantic, like discovering the ruins of a lost civilization. Today, there are even some wonderful projects aiming to bring these rivers back to life, to daylight them and turn their banks into green parks once more. Wouldn't that be lovely? To see the water sparkling in the sun again, a little piece of old Edo returned to the light. Beneath the cheerful, bustling surface of modern Tokyo lies a much darker layer of history, a reminder of a time filled with fear and uncertainty. During the Second World War, as the threat of air raids loomed over Japan, a vast network of underground bunkers and shelters was dug beneath the city. These were not just small, simple holes in the ground. Some were enormous, complex structures, designed to protect government functions, military command centers, the imperial family. They were built in secret, their entrances hidden, their existence known only to a select few. One of the most extensive networks is believed to be under the imperial palace itself. The very heart of the city holds its deepest secrets. It's said that these tunnels and rooms were built to be a final command post, a place from which the war could be directed even if the city above was reduced to rubble. Most of these bunkers are still sealed off, their contents and true extent a mystery that fuels endless speculation and rumor. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? That just meters beneath the peaceful palace grounds lies a relic of such a terrible conflict, frozen in time. There are other, smaller remnants scattered across the city, if you have a keen eye. Sometimes during construction work, a digger will break through the earth into a forgotten air raid shelter, a small, dark space that hasn't seen the light of day in over 80 years. These discoveries are like finding time capsules. Inside, one might find old helmets, gas masks, personal belongings left behind in a hurry. Each object tells a silent, personal story of the ordinary people who huddled in the darkness, listening to the sounds of the war raging above them. Today, most of these spaces remain sealed and inaccessible to the public. They are an essential part of the story of how the city we see today was forged. They are a stark reminder of Tokyo's resilience, of its ability to endure unimaginable destruction and then rebuild itself into the vibrant, peaceful metropolis it has become. Now I want to tell you about something so vast, so extraordinary, that it almost defies belief. It is one of the most incredible engineering projects on the entire planet, hidden deep, deep underground in the outskirts of Tokyo. They call it the G-Cans project, but I like to call it the Underground Cathedral. It is a colossal storm drain, a temple built to protect the city from the terrifying power of typhoons and floods. And darling, when you see it, it will take your breath away. It is simply one of the most awe-inspiring things I've ever witnessed. Imagine a cavern so enormous that you could fit the Statue of Liberty, or a space shuttle inside it. Now, picture a forest of gigantic concrete pillars, each one 60 feet tall, weighing 500 tons, holding up the ceiling. There are 59 of these pillars, marching off into the gloom like the legs of giant stone gods. When you stand in this space, you feel utterly tiny, like a little mouse in a palace for giants. The sheer scale of it is mind-boggling. How it works is pure genius. During a heavy storm or typhoon, when the smaller rivers are about to overflow, the floodwater is channeled down into a series of enormous, 6-mile-long tunnels. This water then flows into the main pressure control tank, the cathedral itself. Once the storm has passed, giant pumps, powered by engines from jet aircraft, roar to life and discharge the water into the deep, wide Edo River. It's an epic battle between man and nature, fought in secret underground. This incredible facility has saved Tokyo from devastating floods time and time again. It is a silent guardian that allows millions to sleep safely while torrential rain lashes down outside. A visit to a modern wonder of the world. The connection between the city above and the world below is a constant, intricate dance. Every single day, the underground world makes life on the surface possible. Think about your morning coffee. The water for that coffee likely traveled through a huge pipe deep underground. The electricity for the kettle was carried by cables buried out of sight. The coffee beans might have arrived via a delivery truck using an underground service road. It's all connected. This hidden infrastructure is what allows the surface of Tokyo to remain so beautiful and, considering its size, so orderly. By burying the clutter of modern life, pipes, cables, substations, the city preserves its aesthetic. There are fewer ugly overhead power lines spoiling the view. It allows the streets to be focused on people, on shops, on life, rather than just on utilities. The flow of people is another perfect example of this dance. During rush hour, the subway stations act like giant lungs, inhaling millions of people from the residential suburbs, and exhaling them into the city's business districts and commercial districts. Then, in the evening, the process reverses. This daily tidal flow is managed with incredible efficiency. The underground network allows the city to function at a scale that would be impossible if everyone had to travel on the surface. The city breathes through its underground tunnels. The underground is not just a service level, it's an integral part of Tokyo's identity. The city above and the world below are two halves of the same incredible whole. Maintaining this vast and complex underground world is a monumental task, a never-ending job performed by an army of unsung heroes, every night while the city sleeps. This hidden realm comes alive with a different kind of activity. Teams of maintenance workers descend into the tunnels to inspect the tracks, to repair the electrical lines, and to ensure everything is in perfect working order for the next day's rush. They are the guardians of the underground, the people who keep the city's heart beating. Their work is vital, yet they are almost entirely invisible to the millions who rely on them. Imagine the challenges they face. They work in the dead of night, in the deep, silent tunnels, often in cramped and difficult conditions. They have only a few short hours between the last train at night and the first train in the morning to complete their crucial tasks. They check every inch of the tracks for wear and tear, using specialized equipment, hunting for tiny, invisible cracks. They clean the stations until they sparkle and ensure every sign and light is working perfectly. It is a job that requires incredible precision, dedication, and a deep sense of responsibility. It's not just the subways either. The same level of care is given to all the other hidden networks. Engineers monitor the flow of water and gas through thousands of miles of pipes. Specialized robots like tiny submarines are sent swimming through sewer lines to inspect their condition from the inside. This constant, proactive maintenance is the secret to why Tokyo's infrastructure is so reliable. This dedication to maintenance is a deep-seated part of Japanese culture. So next time you ride the Tokyo subway, spare a thought for the invisible army working through the night, deep beneath your feet, keeping the whole magnificent giant ticking along perfectly. So we've taken a little journey into the depths, haven't we? We've seen the glittering shopping malls, the ghost rivers, the secret war bunkers, and that absolutely magnificent underground cathedral. But the most thrilling thing is that we have only just scratched the surface. For every tunnel we know about, there are surely countless others that remain a complete mystery. Tokyo's underground is a world of endless layers, and there is so much left to discover. It's a delicious secret that the city keeps on giving. What other forgotten histories are buried down there? What about ancient artifacts from the time of the samurai, perfectly preserved in the earth beneath a skyscraper's foundations? The city is constantly being built and rebuilt, and with every new construction project, there is the chance of uncovering another piece of the puzzle. It makes one's imagination run wild with all the possibilities. It's like the world's greatest treasure hunt. And what of the future? As Tokyo continues to grow and evolve, its underground will become even more important and even more complex. Engineers are dreaming up new ideas that sound like science fiction. They talk of deep-level underground freight networks to get rid of trucks on the streets, and even earth scrapers, buildings that burrow down into the ground instead of reaching for the sky. The next chapter of Tokyo's underground story is still being written, and it promises to be even more extraordinary. Ultimately, the world beneath Tokyo is a powerful symbol of the city itself. On the surface, it is polished, orderly, and breathtakingly modern. But underneath, it is a place of deep history, of hidden complexity, and of incredible, unseen strength. So the next time you find yourself in this marvelous city, take a moment, stand still, feel the faint rumble of the subway beneath your feet, and just wonder. Wonder about the magnificent secret world that lies below, a world of mystery and marvel waiting to be discovered. Isn't that just magical?